Hello everybody, I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, then please do. In today's video, I'm going to be saying my favourites of 2024. So I'm going to be talking about my favourite TV shows, movies, albums of 2024. Please keep in mind, not all of these came out in 2024. Some of them did come out in 2023, but I watched them, or I listened to the album for the first time in 2024. This will have light spoilers in it, so if there's any of these shows or any of these albums that you would like to listen to and you haven't, then please go and do that before you watch this video, because I'm going to be saying things that happen, especially in the TV shows. I have notes on this phone, so if you see me look down, that's why. So I have notes on this phone. So I'm going to start with shows that I was meant to watch but didn't end up watching, and I'm going to put pictures on this side, so let me go over there. Okay, so the first show is My Lady Jane. I heard about the show and it got a lot of good reviews, but I ended up not watching it because I heard that it got cancelled, because I know what happens with me and shows that are cancelled. If I watch it and I really don't like it, then I get mad at myself because I'm like, oh, there's no season 2, so I shouldn't have watched it. So... And I know some people's like, oh, you should still watch it anyway, but I know I'm going to get mad at myself, so that's why I haven't. Next is Shadowhunters. So I heard about the show many times, and I heard it's really good, but it's got 4 seasons in it, so I haven't had the time to watch it. Because I thought, like, oh, maybe just 1 or 2 seasons, but it turned out to be 4, so I'm like, I don't have time for that. And I'm pretty sure it's like long episodes, so I haven't watched it because of that. Next is Geek Girl. I started it, but I didn't like it, so I ended up not continuing it. But because my older sister's the one who recommended it to me, because she said that the main character, she's autistic, so she's like, oh, maybe I would like the show. So I tried it out and I didn't really like it. So that's that one. Next is The Night Agent. So I was supposed to watch this in 2023, but didn't end up watching it. And then again, I tried to watch it I was supposed to watch it in 2024, but I didn't end up watching it because season 2 has been announced. It's coming out the 23rd of January. So I did plan to watch season 1 before season 2 came out, and I'm still planning to, but I know I'm not going to have time. So I'll see though, but I know me, I'm going to be very busy, so I'm not going to have time to watch it. But yeah, that's it. So now I'm going to talk about honorable mentions. So the first one is Bridgerton season 3. I thought the season was very good. I understand that the season got a lot of hate, but I still enjoyed it. I liked Colin and Penelope together. Kate and Anthony are still my favourite, but Colin and Penelope have really good chemistry as well. I loved Penelope's outfit, so like the green, it was really good. Like, she slayed, like, my goodness. That scene before she comes like down the stairs, beautiful. If I can remember it, I'll maybe put a picture, but that scene, I love that scene. We also got to learn more about Francesca in the season, which really makes me happy because I'm very excited for her season, even though I know it's going to be very sad. I also like seeing more about Benedict and learning about him being pansexual, and I'm very excited for his season because I'm pretty sure that's his season is next. So overall, I thought it was a good season. It was very messy at times, but it was an enjoyable one. Next is Blood and Water season 4. So with this show, I thought the season was very good. I thought the season was good, but I preferred season 3 way more than this one. The next season might be the last one, so I'm kind of sad about that. But if you haven't watched the show, I would recommend it. It's kind of about like mystery and romance. Wayne is my king. I love Wayne. And Chris gives like pansexual / bisexual people like a bad name because he cheats a lot. And yeah, I don't like Chris. But that's how I feel about Blood and Water season 3. Not season 3, season 4, sorry. And next, I don't know how to pronounce this, is Inuenji? I don't know. But it's season 1. And I thought the show came up on my recommended, so I thought I'd try it out. And I really enjoyed it. It's on Disney Plus. It has 6 episodes. And they're about 20 to 25 minutes each. So it's a fast watch. You can watch it I think it takes like an hour. Yeah, about an hour or 2. An hour and a half maybe to finish it. The best part for me is the friendship between Tola and Cole. Yeah, I think it's Cole. I don't know how to pronounce it, but his name. But I thought it was a good show and I recommended it to my friend and she enjoyed it as well. Next is Umbrella Academy Season 4. This season was the last season of Umbrella Academy and I thought the show was good. I wasn't a fan of a lot of things that happened. So, for example, Five and Leela together, didn't like that. I felt really bad for Diego, like, because he was so happy to see her and she was kind of like very distant. Because when he was touching her, she was kind of like this. Like, you can see that she was uncomfortable. A lot of people didn't like the ending. I thought it was okay. It could have been better, but they had to do that because that was their way of killing the characters off. So I understand they made it like very dramatic. My favorite character was definitely Klaus. He's one of my favorite in general, but he was definitely like the show stealer for me. And I like Ben and Jennifer together. They were very cute. As the season Netflix has done better, I think season 2 is still the best one, but season 1 will always have a special place in my heart. Next is Mary and George, so this is season 1. So this show was all over my timeline and I finally watched it. I thought it was good, but I'm not really like into history and stuff like that. It wasn't my favourite subject in school, so I did like the romance part, but I thought the show was middle. I decided to get Now TV because of the show, so now I've deleted the subscription. I'll probably get it back when Last of Us 2 comes out. But yeah, as a show, I thought it was middle. Next is Fellow Travelers. So with this show, it was all over my timeline as well. So when Jonathan Bailey's like, oh, I want to be with you. So I decided to watch it and I thought the season was good. Jonathan Bailey and Matt Boomer, yeah, I like their chemistry together and I think the season was enjoyable. Now I'm going to talk about my favourite seasons of 2024. This is in no particular order. So first is Heartbreak High Season 3. So Heartbreak High is one of my favourite Netflix shows, and in October 2024, Season 3 came out and it was really good. It kind of had like dark topics, for example, Charlie's eating disorder. The seasons keep on getting better and better, and I would be sad once the show stops. But since Alice has made like 6 books, I'm predicting like maybe 2 more seasons and then it will be finished. But I've done a review on Hotstar Plus, so if you haven't watched it, please go and watch it. I've done all 3 seasons, so yeah. Next is Heartbreak High. So with Heartbreak High, I enjoyed the season. I liked Malachi and his cousin Missy. I liked the whole who was the bird psycho killer. I guess from the beginning who it was, because to me it was very obvious. The only part I didn't like was the ending when she didn't read the letter. I thought that was very sad. I really wanted him to be in I really want Malachi to be in season 3, and this is going to be the last season, so I'm very excited about that. But I think it should be really good because Heartbreak High is always good, so I don't have no like doubts about it. And I really liked Cash and Darren's relationship together, and you get to see more about Harper and what happened to Harper, so I thought that was interesting. Next is Julie and the Phantom Season 1. So the backup stories that I heard about the show, but I wasn't going to watch it because it was cancelled. So in my mind, I was like, no, I'm not going to watch it. But then I kept on hearing like songs all over my TikTok, so I decided to watch it, and I think the show was really good. My favourite songs are, my favourite character is Alex, but I also like Reggie and I also like Luke, but Alex is my favourite. And I also like, what's his name? I forgot his name. I think Boo Kitty, he plays him. I forgot his name. Is it Willie? I think that might be his name. I don't know. But yeah, I like him as well. And I like the songs. And my favourite song is Wake Up, Finest Solo, Edge of Glory, Edge of Grey, and All Eyes on Me. Next is The Bear Season 1. So I heard about the show many times. And in 2024, I decided to watch it and I've really enjoyed it. I like Jeremy's character and seeing them like doing about cooking. As a person who doesn't really like cooking, I really liked it. Like seeing them prepare the food, I found it very interesting. And I like the show's development. So I thought season 2 was okay. I thought season 2 was middle and season 3 was like okay. So I'm not that excited for season 4, but we're gonna have to see what happens. Next is Agatha All Along. So with the show, I kept on hearing about it and I wasn't that interested in it. So I kind of was like, oh, I don't want to watch it. I'll watch it eventually. And when I finally did, I was mad at myself because I'm like, I should have watched this earlier. It was a really good season. And Joe Locke stole the show. He was really good. Give him an award, please, because my goodness. I liked him and the person who played Abaca. Like, they're very good together. So, and I never got bored during the season. Like, I found it very interesting. So if you haven't watched it, please go and watch it. It's a very good season. Next is Squid Game Season 2, which some people might be surprised at because this one got a lot of hate. But I really enjoyed it. So I was like kind of half and half about watching it. But then I heard the Migos song, the one that goes, do-do-do-do-do-do. It was all over my TikToks. I'm like, I'm going to watch it because I'm tired of hearing the song now. So I watched it and I really enjoyed it. My favorite game would have to be the best episode is the Mingle episode, definitely. But I like the one where it was like their own teams and it was like in the rainbow room. I like that episode as well. My favourite characters, I'm going to see their numbers, but I'll put pictures up because I don't want to mess up anybody's names. So my favourite player is 120, player 222, player 390, player 380, player 388, and Hwang Jung-hoo. Yeah, I don't know what player that is, but I'll put pictures. And then my least favourite character is number 124 and number 100, which was them to just annoyed me. Number 100 was annoying. I don't think a lot of people are talking about number 100 because I think he was just annoying. Like, I preferred Thanos way more than him. Next is Dead Boys Detective Season 1. I saw this all over my feed and I decided to give it a try. I really enjoyed the show. The show has the actor who's in Descendants 3. And when I saw him, I was like, oh my god, it's him. Like, I felt so bad for Monty when he said, oh, I didn't ask to be human. I didn't ask to have feelings. Like, that was relatable to me. Now I'm going to talk about my most anticipated shows of 2024. Not 24, sorry, 2025. So the first one is Stranger Things. So recently the cast of Stranger Things posted that they have now finished shooting season 5. And they put post on Instagram and it was very emotional. It should be coming out summer of 2025, so I'm very excited to see that. I loved season 4, and the fact that season 4 was like 3 years ago is still mind-blowing to me. But I'm very excited for the season, and I think this might be the best last season that Netflix has ever done, because the last seasons have been kind of mid, to be honest. But yeah, I know they're not going to let me down, or hopefully they're not going to, fingers crossed, they're not going to let me get down. Next is Exo Kitty Season 2. So the trailer came out recently and it looks really good. Peter's coming back and I love the first season, and online I keep on hearing this debate about, oh, she should get with Minhoo because if she doesn't then the show's biphobic. But I think people are forgetting that she literally had a boyfriend before him, but okay. Like, she dated. Let's not forget that. Me personally, I don't really care who she ends up with. If she ends up with Minhoo, or I forgot the girl's name, but if she ends up with either of them, I don't really care. I'm just excited about the show, but I do think she and Minhoo are engaging. But yeah, because they give me more like enemies to lover vibes. Next is Last of Us Season 2. So I really love Season 1 and I'm very excited for this one. It looks really good and I'm not excited as the first one, but I think because the reason why I'm not excited because I don't really like the second game that much. I prefer the first game way more, but the season still looks really good. So yeah, and when the season comes out, then I'll get my Now TV subscription back. Next is My Life of the Walker Brothers, or Walker Boys. It's Walker Boys, but I call it Brothers, but it's Walker Boys. I don't remember if I put season 1 as my honorable mention or my favourite season, but I really liked season 1. So I'm excited to see what they do with season 2. And yeah, season 1 left off with like a cliffhanger. So I'm excited to see what happened because Jackie basically like ran away from her problems. So I'm excited to see what happens next. Next is The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3. So I thought season 2 was really good. I think season 1 was better, but I'm excited to see what happens in season 3. I've heard some things about Jeremiah and Belly since a lot of people have read the books, so I've kind of been spoiled at what's going to happen, but I know that she and Belly, I know Belly and Conrad are endgame, I already know that, but I am Team Jeremiah, so yeah. The last one I'll mention is Wednesday season 2. So the first one was really good, and it was a really popular Netflix show, and it still is. And Dance is very iconic, and I'm very excited to see what they do with season 2. Okay, now I'm going to talk about albums. So this is honorable mentions. So first is Cardboard Carter by Beyonce. I really enjoyed this album. I thought the album was very vibey and the lyrics were very catchy. I love the version of Jolene and Blackbird. I didn't like this one as much as Renaissance, but this one has really good songs as well. So my favourite songs are Tyrant, Levi Jeans, Blackbird, River Dance, Two Most Wanted, and Daughter. Next is Gracie Adams, The Secret of Us. So I discovered Gracie Adams because she and Taylor was on my tour, the first tour I went to see of Taylor. Well, she was there. At the time, I didn't know who she was, but then later on, her song, I Love You, I'm Sorry, that was all over my TikTok. So I'm like, oh, it's her. So I decided to do her album, and I really liked it. So my favourite songs from her is I Love You, I'm Sorry, Us featuring Taylor Swift, Close to You, Felt Good About You, Risk, Gave You, I Gave I, Good Luck Charlie, and I Know You. Okay. Next is Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, the Torture Poets Department was on that. So I thought the album was really good, very catchy songs, and I've heard a lot of songs that repeat, especially leading up to the concert and after the concert. I understand that most people liked this one more, but me personally, I enjoyed the second part more. That's why this one is on honorable mentions. I think this one has more catchy songs, but I think lyrically the second part is better. So my favourite songs is Down Bad, Fortnite, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, LMMI, and I Can Fix Him, No I Can't. And the songs that have grown on me is But Daddy, I Love Him, and My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. So I have the album of that one here. So this is the album I have for this is the original one. So I just wanted to show it. Okay. Next is Trouble in Paradise by Chloe. So I really enjoyed this album and it had a good beat. The lyrics were very relatable. I enjoyed her first album more, but this one has great songs. My favourite songs are Same Laundry, Nice Girl Switch Large, Temporary Single, Want Me featuring Halle, and Somebody. The last album I would talk about is Icarus Falls by Zayn. So I really liked this album and it was really good, vocal-wise and lyrics-wise, the best work Zayn has put out. So I understand why a lot of people have this as their favourite album by Zayn, or one of their favourite solo albums from the boys. I'm very proud of Zayn and the fact that he's touring right now, and I would love to hear him sing live, but I still think this is a really good album. So my favourite songs is Let Me, Natural, Come In, Tonight, Fight of the Stars, If I Got You, Talk to Me, There You Are, I Don't Mind, Good Guy, You Wish You Knew, So This Song, Scripted, All That, Good Years, Fresh Air, In Some Money, No Candles, No Light, Fingers, Too Much to Ask, and Dust to Dawn. Okay, next is Casey Musgraves, Deeper Well. So I loved Golden Hour, so I decided to listen to this one, and it had really good vocals and it had a good feeling to them. My favourite song is the Aristocrat? I don't know. Carnal. I'll probably put the right in because I don't know how to pronounce this. Heart of Woods, Deeper Well, and Lonely Millionaire. And now I'm going to talk about my favourite albums of 2024. So first is Taylor Swift, the Torture Poets Department, the long one, the second part, however you pronounce it. But I think this is way better than the first one. And Put in Manuscript as the closer song made me cry. The album's really good, and I wish more people talked about this one than the first one, but I understand more people like the first one. That's why they talk about it more. So my favourite songs is I'm Gonna Get You Back, Peter, Robin, The Manuscript, Chloe or Sam or Sophie or Marcus. I hate it here. I look in people's window and thank you or me. And the last honourable mention is Megan Thee Stallion self-titled. So I liked it. I thought it was very beaty and I liked the raps in it. So my favourite song is Moody Girl, Broken His Heart, Where the Girls At, Okay, Hot Girl, and when she goes, what Charlie wants, star. And now I'm going to talk about my favourite albums. So first it's Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet. So I like the thousands of songs. I thought it was very catchy. I can see how much like she's changed from Emails I Can't Send to this one. And I thought it was a good album. My favourite songs are Please Please, Good Grace, Juno, Bed Crimes and Taste. Juno has grown on me a lot. I used to like it, but it wasn't my favourite, but it's grown on me. Next is Chapel Roan. I listened to it late because I heard about it because of HT Hayes, and so I thought I would listen to it, and I thought it was really good. My favourite songs are Wine Supernova, Hot to Go, Casual, Feminine Phenomenon, and Coffee. And I have that album here as well. Yeah, that's it. And I think it's green. Is it green? Let's see. Oh no, it's black. Oh, it's black. I thought it was green. Oh, it's black, sorry. Anyway. Oh, I was going to get the colour one, but it would have been on eBay and it was a lot of money, so I just got the black one. But the black one was a lot of money too. Next is Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. I really enjoyed this album. It gave me like Precisions and a bit of Yours Truly. It was like her old beat and her new beat. So my favourite songs are True Story, Perfect For You, Intro, I Wish I Hated You, and Boy Bye. Next is Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. So I enjoyed this album. I really liked her vocals and it was really good. And I'm very excited for the concert. So my favourite songs are Birds of a Feather, Cheerio, Lunch, The Greatest, and Wildflower. Next is Back by Chloe XCX. I think the vibe was very clubby and I like the beat. So my favourite songs are 360, Apple, Girls So Confusing, Rewind, and 365. Next is Paramore New Days. I enjoyed this album and I listened to All Against Discography and this was my favourite one. So my favourite songs are Only Exception, Ignorance, Brick by Boy and Brick, Venus Sorry, and All I Wanted. Next I'm going to talk about my anticipated albums of 2025. So with this one, I don't know who's coming out with an album this year. I think Miley Cyrus might be, so I'm excited for that. And I'm looking forward to Rihanna's album, but I don't know if that's this year or next year. Now I'm going to talk about honourable movies of 2024. So first is Deadpool vs Wolverine. I thought this movie was very funny. I love Wolverine's character and Deadpool is a very good character as well. And I think this was definitely one of the best movies that came out in the year, but it just wasn't as enjoyable as others for me. But I think this one is way better than the second one. I think the first one's still the best though. Next is Challengers. I watched this movie for Zendaya, but I thought it was a good movie. I like the chemistry between all three of the main characters, so I like the person who plays Josh and the person who plays Patrick. Patrick was my favourite, and I thought it was a really good movie. Next is Lisa Frankenstein. I thought this movie was good. I watched it at my friend's house, and the fact that Cole didn't speak, but the acting was his acting was really good. He deserves an award if he hasn't got one already. And I really liked Catherine Newton, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She was really good, and I saw her in Abigail, and I really enjoyed her in Abigail as well. Talking about Abigail, the next one is Abigail. I loved it. I thought it was really good. And the person who plays Abigail, she was very talented. She was also in Matilda, the movie, and I liked her in that one as well. And I loved seeing Melissa, and it was nice seeing Angus Cloud as well, even though he was only in it for a little bit. Next is Ready or Not. So I watched this one because people was like, oh, if you like Abigail, you would love this. So I watched it and I thought it was really good. So it was a lot of blood and very gory, but I enjoyed it. And I watched it with my mum, my friend, and my older sister. My younger sister didn't want to watch it. She doesn't really like horror, and I don't really like horror either. But with me, it more depends on what type of horror. Next is Poor Things. Deserved all the awards it got. Emma Stone was really good, and I loved Mark Ruffalo in it, and Willem Dafoe was good as well. The movie is very weird, but it's like very enjoyable. I have to put it as honorable mention because I did enjoy it, but it just wasn't as good as other movies for me. Next is Venom 3: The Last Dance. This is the last Venom movie, and I think it was good. Tom Hardy is very good in it, and I like him in The Backfighters as well. The movie was very funny, and it was a very sad ending, but I think this one was better than the second one. I think the second one was meh, but the first one is my favourite in my opinion. Next is Backfighters. I like the story and it was very sad at times, but very enjoyable watch. I love Austin Butler in it, and I also liked Jodie Comer. She plays Kathy. I think that's how you pronounce her name, but yeah, it's a good movie. Next is Sonic 3. So I watched this not long ago with my friend, and it was really good. I think they're doing a fourth one, but I'm not sure, but I'm very excited about it. I love the character of Shadow and his story with Marie. I like the message, which is basically, not to let your past change who you are. I think that's a good message. I really like Jim Carrey. I don't think he's coming back because I think he is retiring. I'm not sure though. But even if he doesn't, then I still think the fourth one's going to be really good because it's going to have Amy in it, and I love Amy, so I don't think the fourth one's coming out till maybe 2027, but we'll see. And they killed Jim Carrey's character off, so I don't think he's coming back, but we never know. Next is Beetlejuice. I've heard about this movie, but I never watched it like fully, and I decided to watch it because of the second one, and I think the first one was way better than the second one. So next is my favourite movies of 2024. So first is Inside Out 2. I like the concept of anxiety, but I didn't really like the character. I think it's a popular opinion, but I prefer this one way more than the first one. The part that annoyed me was the pouchy bag. I understand this movie's for kids, but like the pouchy really annoyed me. It was worth the wait as we had to, yeah. But apart from that, I really enjoyed it. Next is The Iron Claw. I think the acting was really good. Loved Zac Efron in it. Jeremy was very good. They stole the show and they made boxing interesting, and I don't care about boxing. And it was definitely worth the wait because we had to wait until February. Well, the US got it in December. Next is Speaking of Evil. James McAvoy, he stole the show. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. Like, it's really good. The son was my favourite character, and yeah, I liked the only character I didn't like was the dad. Like, he was very annoying. Next is The Fall Guy. I thought it was very funny. I really liked Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt together. They did very good, and Alan was very good in it as well. So it's like very camp, but it's very funny. Next is Saltburn. I thought it was very good, and it was very weird, but like good. I watched it like 3 times because I really enjoyed it. And everybody's like, "Oh, this movie's weird," and I watched it. I'm like, I've seen weirder. I've seen weirder. Next is Wicked Part 1. It was very interesting, and I like the songs. My favourite songs are Popular, Dancing Through Life, I'm Not That Girl, The Wizard and I, What's This Feeling, and Defying Gravity. And I think I got the final for it here. Yeah. That's the front, and that's the back. And this one is pink. And, I'm going to show you inside. Because I think it has Glinda. Oh, it has all them. Yeah. Yeah. There's a picture disc one that you can get, but I prefer that one. And my friend was saying, about the picture disc one. Next is The Wild Robot. I think it was very beautiful. I would recommend it. I saw the movie and it looked really good, and I really liked it. I mostly watched it because of Kit Connor and Peter Pascal. I forgot that Lupita Young was in it because I was like, that's Lupita Young. I don't think I had the surname for Lupita Young, but I forgot she was in it. If that is her surname, then good and well done to me, but I don't think that is her surname, but I forgot that she was in it. Next is Migration. I thought it was really funny, and my favourite character is Gwen. The animation was really good, and I like the concept of like them going off to migrate like another country for as a family. I liked that. Next is Dune Part 2. I really enjoyed the music, the movie. I really enjoyed the movie. I think it was way better than the first one. Zendaya was in it more, so I loved that, and I understand the plot more. Definitely worth the wait. Now I'm going to say my most anticipated movies of 2025, and then I'm finished with this video. So first is Wicked Part 2. This movie is more like later on in the year, but I'm very excited for it. I don't think it's going to be as good as Part 1, but I'm still very excited, and I've seen some pictures from the set, so I'm very happy. Like, it was a picture of Glinda, and she was like in this dress, so yeah. Next is Zootropolis. Number 2 is Zootropolis 2. I loved the first one, so when I heard about the second one, I was like, yes, they're making the second one. I think the first one is very underrated. I think people need to talk about it more, but this is going to probably be in November, so I don't know if this is going to come out before Wicked. I think it might, but I'm still very excited. Next is Snow White, and I'm going to be honest, first I wasn't interested in it, but then when I heard that Rachel, who is in Hunger Games, Snowbirds and Snakes, that she's in it, I'm like, yes, I want to see it now. So, because I like Snow White, but she's not my favourite princess. Like, my favourite princesses are like Tiana, Mulan. Like, I like Snow White, but she's not my favourite. And she was also in Shazam as well. So I'm very excited for that. Next is Runabout. The trailer looked really good, and I love when Bucky came on my screen because I'm like, oh my god, it's Bucky. And I like David Harbour as well. It's like, he's going to be Red Guardian, and like Florence as well. She's coming back as Yelena, so I'm very excited for that. And next is Captain America, Brave New One. The trailer looked really good, and I love the character of Falcon / Captain America. My favourite part is when the guy's like, oh, you're not Steve Rogers, and he's like, oh, I'm not trying to be, because he's not Steve Rogers, and he knows that. So, yeah. I know a lot of people are kind of like off Marvel since like Endgame, but there's still been good projects like Guardians 3 and Spider-Man No Way Home, so I hope this kind of brings people back, because I think Deadpool vs Wolverine brought people back, so I hope people come back now because of these movies. I don't want them to flop, like, please, cross fingers. Next is Avatar 3, so I rewatched the first one, and then I watched the second one with my older sister, and I loved the second one. I thought it was really good, and I'm excited for the third one now. So I think the next ones are going to be more about the children, because the second one was about the children a lot. So I'm very excited for the first one. So I am planning to see it in cinemas. If not, I'll wait until it comes on streaming. And the last one I have here is Happy Gilmore. So as of now, the plot is unknown, but I love the first one and it's very iconic. So I would love to see what they do with the second one. Do I think it's going to be as good as the first one? No, but it has Adam Sandler in it, so I'm going to love it regardless. Or I'm going to like it regardless because of him. So yeah, that is it, guys. So I've done everything. I'm just going to show one of my finals that I got, and then I'm going to end this video. So I already showed these two. Now I'm going to show this one. This is my show members one. I got this for Christmas, so this is his newer album. My friend got it for me, so and that's the back of that one. And then this is the one that I got recently. This is the Torture Poets Apartment, but this is both sides. So this is the first side and the second side. So this is the whole of it. Yeah, so that's all of it. I am planning to do an updated Caliban collection, but I just have to see when. But I'm going to be very busy, so after this video, I'm going to be very busy. After this week, I'm going to be very busy, so I'm going to have to see. But that is it. So in total, I've watched around 63 movies, 20 TV shows, and I listened to around 40 albums. So that's including soundtracks. So if I forgot anything, then I'm sorry, but I think I mentioned everything. The only movie I didn't talk about Substance because I saw that this year. I saw that late, but I thought it was middle. I did enjoy it, but I thought it was middle. And I haven't seen Smile 2 yet, and I haven't seen The Heretic. I haven't seen The Heretic, but I'm planning to watch that soon. And yeah. Oh, Moana 2. I haven't seen Moana 2 either. So that's why that's not in this one, but yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any posts. I love you guys. See you next time.